The clock is ticking, and the Toronto Maple Leafs face some tough choices that could determine the direction of the franchise. One of their promising stars is set to become a restricted free agent, and he might just command a salary that could leave fans buzzing. Could we see an offer sheet from another team? This is a pivotal moment for the Leafs, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Make sure to stay tuned as we dive into the implications of this potential scenario that could either solidify our core or shake things up dramatically. As we dive into the latest around our beloved Toronto Maple Leafs, the buzz is unmistakable. There's a lot happening as we edge closer to the off-season, and one name that's generating significant chatter is Matthew Knies. Now let's be real, Knies is not just another player on the roster. He's become a vital part of the team's fabric this season. With 25 goals and 45 points in just 66 games, he's proven himself to be a formidable asset. The word on the street, shared by Jason Bukala on Sportsnet, is that Knies, who will soon be a restricted free agent, could be in line for a massive payday. We're talking about a potential jump from his current contract of $925,000 to something that could command around $9 million annually. That's a hefty increase, and rightfully so, given his impressive performance. But here's the kicker. The Leafs are always up against the salary cap, and managing this situation is going to be a tightrope walk for GM Brad Treliving. Now, we look at the broader picture, we can't ignore the looming contracts of both John Tavares and Mitch Marner. These two are not just key players, they are cornerstones of the franchise. But let's face it, they're also going to demand a significant chunk of the salary cap. This leads us to a crucial question. Can Treliving really afford to keep Knies, while also satisfying the contractual needs of Tavares and Marner? Honestly, I'm torn on this one. If Knies enters the market as a restricted free agent, we could potentially see a scenario where other teams, aware of the Leafs' cap constraints, throw a sheet of offer his way. We've seen this strategy work before. Remember how the St. Louis Blues snagged Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg from the Oilers? It's a clever maneuver, and the Leafs have to be wary of it. Other teams would love to have a young talent like Knies, and they'd be willing to sacrifice draft picks to make it happen. So, what does this mean for the future of our team? Well, if Treliving can find a way to keep Knies while managing the other contracts, it could set Toronto up for success in the years to come. A player like Knies, who can score and contribute significantly, is hard to come by. He could be a key component of whatever playoff runs lie ahead. But if they can't find a way to balance the finances, we might be looking at a very different lineup next season, and that's a scary thought for any die-hard fan. Let's not forget, some analysts, including Bukala, even suggest that prioritizing Knies over Marner or Tavares might be the right move. It's a bold statement, but it certainly reflects the growing sentiment that we might need to rethink our roster strategy. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. I love what Marner and Tavares bring to the table, but there's something special about the youth and potential that Knies embodies. I want to hear your thoughts on this. How do you feel about the potential for Knies to receive a massive offer? Should the Leafs prioritize locking him down, even if it means making tough choices elsewhere? And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's get the conversation rolling. As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's impossible to ignore the growing speculation about Matthew Knies. This young forward has been labeled a unicorn by Sportsnet analyst Jason Bukala, and that's not just hype. At just 22 years old, Knies has shown us flashes of brilliance that could define the Leafs' future. With 25 goals and 45 points in 66 games this season, he's not only a rising star, but also a crucial piece of the puzzle as the Leafs approach a pivotal off-season. Now, with negotiations looming for big names like Mitch Marner and John Tavares, securing Knies with an extension could be one of the best moves Toronto makes this summer. Bukala believes that if the Leafs can lock him in for 8 years, it could save them some serious cash in the long run, potentially avoiding an extra $1 million per year if they wait too long. Imagine the Leafs committing to an average annual value of $9 million. That's a hefty price tag, but does it reflect his value? I mean, considering his physical style of play and scoring potential, it just might. Nyes is a restricted free agent. And with the way he's performed, other teams are certainly going to take notice. His ability to deliver under pressure makes him a target for any team looking to bolster their roster. The fact that he's one of only 35 players to register at least 325 hits and 40 goals since the start of the 2022-23 season speaks volumes about his impact on the ice. He's not just another player. He's a dynamic force, and the Leafs need to recognize that. General Manager Brad Treliving has made it clear that Nyes is a cornerstone of the team's future. He said, "He is a big part of our team now," and I couldn't agree more. Watching Nyes develop right before our eyes has been a thrill. His evolution into a skilled winger is something fans have been craving. We've seen too many times how important it is to hold on to young talent, especially in a league where the salary cap can be a daunting challenge. But here's where it gets tricky. Can the Leafs afford to give Nyes the kind of contract that reflects his value without jeopardizing their ability to sign other key players? It's a classic dilemma in the NHL, and it raises a lot of questions. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, locking him up long-term could cement a bright future for the Leafs. On the other hand, it could limit their flexibility to make other necessary moves. Nyes himself has acknowledged the pressure that comes with this speculation. He described the trade deadline week as nerve-wracking, and who could blame him? All he wants is to be part of a winning team, and I believe he has the potential to help lead us there. As fans, we share in that stress and excitement. The question remains, is this the right path for the Leafs? While I'm optimistic, I can't help but feel a sense of apprehension. The emotional stakes are high, and we all want to see the Leafs succeed, with Nyes potentially commanding a hefty salary. It's vital for the management to balance their roster effectively. The decisions they make now will echo in the seasons to come. Can they build a team that not only competes, but wins? That's what we all hope for, isn't it? So, what are your thoughts? How do you feel about the potential contract for Nyes? Is $9 million too much, or is he worth every penny? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Your insights are what make this community so special. As we continue to analyze the Maple Leafs and their strategic moves, let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs, and make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Together, let's ride the highs and lows of this thrilling season as we root for our beloved team.